and gentlemen, welcome back to the Slam Pro Wrestling League, coming to you live from the Ainslie Footy Club here in Canberra, Australia, the nation's capital. We have a very special, unique, different tag team match for you right now. Do not adjust your sets. You are seeing the tag team of the Slam champion Dan Archer with the Revolver Randy Chambers, and they are taking on a very special tag team this evening, Law. The man, Mike Quackenbush, with the hope at the top rope, Luke Watts.
That's right, Sweet Pete. I hope we see some of those 1,000 holds in this matchup. We're already seeing some, Sweet Pete. What's this?
Well, the master of 1,000 holds, get your checklist out, Law. I think you're going to be ticking a lot off.
I think we're already up to about 6, Sweet Pete.
Very unique, stretching out the Slam champion there, who kind of crab walks his way to the rope.
The Slam champion doesn't like that. He's going to get stretched left, right, up and down and to the sides tonight.
Now, a lot of interesting dynamics going in this match. We, of course, have the master of 1,000 holds, Mike Quackenbush. We have the former Slam champion, Luke Watts, the pink and black tonight. The other team, though, let's have a little talk about them. There's current Slam champion Dan Archer with his next opponent, the Revolver Randy Chambers, who, of course, won the 2026 Slam Rumble.
Yeah, that's right, Sweet Pete. Randy Chambers with that impressive Slam Rumble win at our last Slam event. Are these two men on the Randy Chambers and Dan Archer side going to be able to coexist? As Dan Archer throws Mike Quackenbush to the outside.
Doesn't he just? I mean, that shoulder tackle turned into a trip from Mr. Quackenbush.
Now the young buck.
Hope he got his passport stamped on the way, slamming into that railing. A little bit gingery, but making his way back to the corner.
That's it, Sweet.
Young Randy taking the opportunity to tag himself in.
I have to say, Randy's looking in tip-top shape.
Absolutely, like I said, 2026 Rumble winner, a Slam Masters Cup champion.
Which year was that, Sweet Pete?
Not this year, that's what's important. And now, April 11th, we will see him.
Whoa!
Great athleticism from the Revolver, and what a beautiful arm drag.
Outstanding, Sweet Pete. See the dynamic here. Is Randy going to tag Dan Archer in? Whoa!
Shades of Alex Wright Tiger Mask there, that little backwards and forwards to pop up.
The Dust Wonder Kid, Sweet Pete.
Ooh. Randy not...
No!
The Quack didn't want that at all, Sweet.
Strong whip to the corner, pop up now. Monkey flip. Great height there. Quackenbush flying in now for another. Oh, it ran into his feet.
How good's this, Sweet Pete?
Bit of admiration and a handshake between two great competitors. In comes the Hope.
Now we had the ground attack, now we're going to have the air attack. The Hope from the top rope in the ring.
Oh, the blind tag, and that shirt must have had lead in it. The way it knocked over our champion. We're already seeing a little bit of feathers being ruffled between the team of Archer and the Revolver.
I've seen these two wrestle a fair few times, Sweet Pete.
That's right, the Hope and the Full Draw know each other very well, of course. Archer winning that Slam Pro Wrestling League Championship from the Hope from the top rope in the steel cage as they roll through now to a pin. Is it no?
Oh, that's a hold there from the Slam champ.
Only the one. The speed of this match now is really starting to pick up. Reversal now. We've seen the strength of that bridge they roll through. Sliding through now. Into the crucifix pin. Here we go. 1, 2. They're still moving. Sunset flip.
Oh!
Back flip now. Into the knee.
Let's go home. He's got him. That's it, Sweet Pete. Yes. Oh!
Wow, the pinning combinations. Will someone please think about referee Fozzie Young?
He's sucking him in over there, Sweet Pete in the corner.
Good tag. The pink and black working together.
All quick tags by the two veterans.
Over 50 years of wrestling experience between them both. Up goes the hoop.
Oh!
Straight onto that arm. You can see how Dan Archer was not let go of at all through those tags between Quackenbush and Watts. Great leg lariat puts down the champion. Really starting to cut off the ring now.
Oh! I don't think that was a hold, Sweet Pete, just a stiff kick to the guts.
The pie face there from the champ into the full Nelson.
Whoa! Oh! What a move!
The head scissor and the headlock takeover all in one.
Crowd are chanting for the champ to tap out.
Well, we've certainly seen it before to the likes of Robbie Eagles. And again now really focusing on that arm of the champion, Dan Archer. Over he goes. Luke Watts standing strong. Up from the armbar now. Things have certainly slowed a little as we see some really good tags between both men. More great offense there from Quackenbush. Looking for that whip, but Dan Archer might be too big, too strong.
Up and over, Sweet Pete. Whoa!
Big drop kick from the what?
Was there a tag? I missed it.
From the top rope, from the top. I don't think so.
Is this Lucha Rules?
Fozzie Young is onto it. Down goes.
Oh,
leapfrog through. Big Boston Crab. Look at the biceps of the champion. Squeezing on those legs, bending back down. As he drops a big elbow to put an exclamation point on things. Strong whip now, looking for that paradox fall driver. No, into the backbreaker. The scales have tipped here. And would you believe it, even quite a good tag between both men.
Another backbreaker on that side of the ring. Now they're going for quick tag, Sweet Pete. Working together.
Does seem to be working.
Oh! Where's this come from?
Really great tag team wrestling there. Sweeping the leg into the double elbow.
Quackenbush on the outside, just trying to will Luke to get the tag.
It's great slam fans. Right behind their former champion. Great strength to get out. Oh, big pull of the hair. That's a little bit of little Vinnie Bronson tribute there.
I hope that means we don't see them later tonight, Sweet Pete.
You never know when Bronson United will appear.
Again, they've gone for that double elbow.
They must have worked on that before.
They worked on one move. That's all they could stand.
Great technique, beautiful suplex there. The young revolver.
This way. One more.
Again, he is next in line to take on Dan Archer for the coveted Slam Pro Wrestling League Championship.
Look out, look out!
April 11th, you see Refectory, you'll see that match.
Third time unlucky for the boys. The hope was onto him.
Randy rolls to the outside. You got the hope and the full draw in the middle of the ring. Quackenbush waving the crowd to Will. Luke to get the tag. Can he get there? He's almost there. Can he get there?
What stretches out? There it
Back
is.
he comes the Quack.
Ducks the shot. Big chop. And another. And another.
A double chop, Sweet Pete.
Great agility. Look at Quackenbush go.
Here we go!
Pops up the Slam champ. Beautiful head scissors and over goes Dan Archer. This could be a 1, 2.
Frankensteiner.
You ready? Yeah!
Looking for a submission maneuver. The strength of the Slam champ was too much. Young Randy is in now.
Uh-oh. Champ ain't gonna like that.
Whoa! Don't touch me again!
Wiley moves
Oh!
from Mike Quackenbush. Using everything at his disposal, including his opponents. Oh! Boy!
Archer pulling out Quackenbush as he hits his head on the hardest part of the ring apron.
Ladies and gentlemen, definitely face first into the side of the ring. Dan Archer rolls him back in.
This could be it. It could be nearing the end here, Sweet Pete. It's been a great match so far.
Randy trying to show off.
No!
That's Mike Quackenbush to know that he knows a few holds himself.
Come on, Randy! This isn't gonna get the job done! Yeah. It's better!
Certainly slowing things down now as Quackenbush says no. Starts getting back and has gotten back to his feet. Ever the veteran using that momentum there, or swinging the leg, rolling back out of the hold. Back down to the mat he goes though, and he's looking for this tag. Etching closer and closer, but Randy very wisely drags his opponent back towards his tag team partner this evening, Dan Archer.
Quackenbush trying to wind something up here.
A little bit of physics. Great arm drag, we see a tag though. Dan Archer is back into the match. Straight into a sit-down neck breaker. 1, 2.
Almost didn't kick out there, Sweet.
We've seen a lot of tension now on the neck of Mike Quackenbush. Randy had that hold on, and Dan Archer coming in with his strength and just now starting to lay in those elbows.
All setting up for the Archer's Paradox pile driver that we've seen Dan Archer win many a match with.
Luke, I'll give you $5.
2 count only.
Dan Archer trying to bribe referee Fozzie.
Randy, pay attention.
Double whip now. Oh!
Broke the double clothesline and went into a double noggin knocker. Archer and Randy are down.
Excellent work there from the wily veteran.
What a move, Sweet Pete.
Absolutely. They love it here at the Ainslie Football Club. The crowd right behind. No, that's the wrong corner, pal.
Here comes the hope. Yeah, here he comes, Sweet. A house of fire, back elbows, clotheslines. Crikey.
The Hope now looking for that spin. We know what follows, but both men wise to it.
Oh!
What a great move there from the Hope as he comes flying off the second rope, setting both men flying.
Whisper in the wind. The Spanish fly!
Archer!
He got caught.
It never works and he keeps on going back.
Starting to think he likes this, Sweet Pete.
You might be right, Law.
Oh!
Down goes the Slam champion. Down he goes again, and a tag there from the Hope. In comes by Quackenbush.
Oh! Swanton bomb!
Shooting star press.
Could be it, Sweet
Certainly
Pete.
this is it.
Oh! I was ready to go then, Sweet Pete. I thought that was it.
Randy Chambers, the competitor in him, couldn't let even his tag team partner Dan Archer lose this match. Raspberries from Quackenbush as Randy chasing him.
Oh!
Wow!
Impaler DDT springboard. What a move.
Archer fires Quackenbush into the turnbuckles. You've got bodies everywhere. We're going to see a repeat. The Slam champ, just too strong, carries Quackenbush across the ring.
Oh! The thud on that, Sweet Pete.
He's going over.
Right in front of us here. He's going over the call from the Slam champion. Quackenbush fights back. Great shots to the midsection. Double cross shot. Looks like a buckled knee.
The high cross body. Low drop kick.
Here we go.
Senton, that's good be all. Gonna hold that, Sweet Pete.
It's an SCF, isn't it? Take it off. Haven't seen one of them for a while.
Nice roll. How many mil? I think we're up to about 946 moves we've seen here tonight, Sweet Pete.
Randy Chambers breaking it up. Met with boos.
One more. Let's finish this right now. We're done.
Randy's called for the finish. Picking up Mike Quackenbush.
Big beating in the middle. Wow. The Archer's Paradox with a bit more mustard on it.
I think that's called the Sweet Pete Special.
We'll have to discuss that later. As Randy sends the former champion Luke Watts to the outside. Archer, why is he looking at us?
Don't come over here, mate. Still got a crook neck from last time. Hey, oi. What's he doing?
I thought he might have wanted to rejoin me at the commentary table.
Hit it with it. Hey, you can't use that, mate.
Dan Archer has thrown the Slam Championship belt into the ring and told Randy to use it.
Now this might be the way that Dan Archer finishes things, but I'm certain it's not the way that the revolver Randy Chambers goes about his business. And he proves us all right as he throws that belt back to the Slam champ.
Come on, Quack. Come on. No.
Randy just pulled the belt from Dan Archer. Dan Archer's about to use it.
Now we're starting to see things come apart more. The Randy chance.
Oh!
Great. team match for the ages. The Master of 1,000 Holds by Quackenbush has tapped out the Slam Pro Wrestling League champion with his partner, the hope for the top rope, Luke Watts. And what remains is the Slam champion and his next opponent. They nearly made it the whole match. They worked together. They had some great double team moves, but right in the end, Dan Archer, he wanted the young upstart, the Revolver Randy Chambers, to use that belt, and that's not the way that Randy Chambers goes about his business. Shake of the hands. We will see these men meet. Oh! The boos ring out, a big slap in the face. Randy Chambers! The Iron Lariat! Lays out the Slam Pro Wrestling League champion, Dan Archer. We will see the Revolver Randy Chambers take on Dan Archer April 11th at the UC Refectory, and we may very well see a new Slam Pro Wrestling League champion.